Hallöchen, Hallöchen, Hallöchen. Herzlich willkommen zurück zu der ABC-Modus. Ich habe immer noch keine Ahnung, aber ich habe mir gedacht, ich starte schon mal die Aufnahme. Weil sonst sagt er gleich was und ich höre das dann nicht. Hier gibt auch noch keine vernünftige Komplettlösung bisher. Ach, wir haben es! Ja, Thora wollte heiraten, hätte es sehr wahrscheinlich geschafft. Was?
You must know how to read between the lines, Hastings.
Weiß ich, kann ich
When
nicht.
Sir Carmichael refers to paternal affection, he's lying to himself. Read this engraving on the brooch. A dark dragon for an angel with glossy hair. These are the words of a lover, not a father. Lady Clark was not wrong.
What if Sir Carmichael had fallen in love with his secretary? That doesn't mean that she forced him to do so.
True, there are extenuating circumstances. She is a penniless orphan. But she's calculating. Just look how she avoided it when asked if she would have married Clark.
I see. You think she seduced Sir Carmichael for her own gain, and that now she is doing the same with his brother. Poirot, your world is a very dark place.
Do not get carried away, mon ami. We have another more important matter to settle.
Really?
Yes, would you believe that Miss Grey taught me something new? Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Thors Hammer. Aha. Gab es eine weitere Gemeinsamkeit zwischen den Morden? Okay. Keine Wertsachen. Nee, okay. Churston war viel besucht. Bexhill war viel besucht. Und keine Wertsachen. Nee, das macht keinen Sinn. Keine Wertsachen im Laden. Mrs. Ashers persönliche Sachen. Eine Kiste mit Strümpfen. Eine Kiste mit Strümpfen. Keine Wertsachen. Schon wieder so ein Problem. Der Mörder ist ein Verführer. Vielleicht das und das vielbesuchte. Nee. Warte mal. Hausierer. Konnte ihn nicht genauer beschreiben. Und ein Verführer? Nee. Oh Mann. Gibt es eine Gemeinsamkeit zwischen den Morden? Eine Kiste mit Strümpfen? Oh, warte. Ah, genau. Ein Hausierer, der hat auch Strümpfe gekauft. Kiste mit Strümpfen. Ha! Vor jedem Mord hat das Opfer oder jemand in seinem Umfeld Strümpfe gekauft.
It's perfectly clear, Hastings. Perfectly clear. Indeed, a stocking seller visited Andover, Bexhill and Churston on the day of each murder. We have our suspect. This should be of interest to Job.
Neues Ziel, Jab anrufen. Dann tun wir das. Ich würde gerne diesen Brief mal wieder zusammensetzen.
Chief Inspector, we are looking for a stocking salesman.
I see you have a suspect.
Yes. Contact all the stocking wholesalers who may employ him.
Your suspect is a salesman?
No, he does not take orders. He sells door to door.
Right. The hunt is on.
Ah, da ist der Mörder. Brille, ja.
Are you leaving, Mr. Cust?
Yes, I'm going to Cheltenham.
You shouldn't travel today. You don't look very well.
I have to. I have engagements. I must respect them.
Dö, dö, dö.
Can you get the post, Hastings?
And why don't you go and get it yourself?
Très bien. What's going on? I've never known Hastings to be so disagreeable.
Dann holen wir uns die Post selber. Wenn er das nicht möchte, ist mir auch egal. Da ist nämlich wieder ein Brief vom ABC-Mörder bestimmt.
Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We've a long way to go still. Typery? No, that comes later. Letter T. The next little incident will take place in Doncaster on September 11th. So long. ABC. I should compare this letter with the one on my desk which I received earlier to see if it does indeed come from the same person.
Da steht Korns. Gut, dann vergleichen wir mal wieder munter. Aber das sieht man ja so schon, dass das der gleiche ist. Man sieht das I wieder. Bien, vergleichen wir diesen neuen Brief mit dem zweiten.
Let us examine this more closely.
Genau. Aber wir fangen an mit
Certain
dem...
characters in the two letters may have similar defects.
So, wir nehmen das I.
Yes, this I is weird.
Dann gehen wir hier...
Nothing to
Nein.
report for these characters. Let us examine another word.
Ich dachte, ich muss da erst ranzoomen. Das I.
Yes, the I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Das A mal wieder.
Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual. Right, let us compare.
Ja.
That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Dann haben wir hier das kleine W natürlich wieder.
The W is not printed properly.
Genau.
Right. Let us compare.
Ja.
Of course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter.
Mal wieder.
Hastings, he strikes tomorrow. Chief Inspector Japp?
He's on another line. Can I take a message?
Yes, please, mademoiselle. It is from Hercule Poirot. Tell him ABC strikes tomorrow in Doncaster. He must call me back.
Very well, sir.
Bien, now I'm going to see what I can find from these burnt documents. I've received the product I need. Hastings, if you do not mind, I would like you to take a few notes.
Yes.
Was ist denn los mit ihm? Soll das auch hier machen?
I've finished with this subject.
Also. Hier kann ich mir das nur angucken, ne? Ja, hier kann ich mir das nur angucken. Wo ist denn dieses Mittelchen? Die verbrannten Dokumente entschlüsseln, genau. Jetzt brauchen wir nur dieses Mittelchen.
So, how are you getting on? I'm ready to take notes.
Ich weiß nicht, wo ich das mache. Hier?
So,
Ja.
Now, down to work.
Okay, wir machen das scheinbar hier.
All of this needs putting in order a little.
A little. Hey. Was? Ah, okay, so geht das.
This page is child's play.
Na, geht, wa?
It's so simple.
Ja.
This page is finished.
Ah,
That's
okay,
done.
verstehe.
3 more to go.
Verstehe. Nicht? Das da nicht dahin? Doch. Gerade sagen. Das dahin. Das nicht dahin. Dann das dahin.
This page will be reconstructed in...
Ja. Ich bin ja dabei, wenn du mich nicht mehr unterbrechen würdest.
This page is finished.
Yes.
And that's 2 done. It's easier than I thought.
Ja, das geht eigentlich sogar.
This
Das
piece
da
should be
drin.
placed here.
Genau. Das daran.
It's so simple.
Ja. Das daran. Das daran.
This does not look too difficult.
Nein. Und das da rein.
This page is finished.
Yay!
Only one more. Keep going.
Courage. So. Wollen wir das da dran machen? Ja. Dann das da rein. Das dahin. Das
It's so
dahin.
simple.
Ja, genau, so simpel. Und das dahin.
This page is finished. All the pages are reconstructed.
Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt.
A bottle of solvent.
Gut.
A dry cloth. The cloth is now soaked with solvent.
Das ist gut, oder?
Got it! Make a note, Hastings, make a note. Mrs. Alice Asher, shop owner in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, prescribed laudanum.
I got it. Look. Poirot, where on earth did you find these files?
On a fire at the bottom of the garden at Comside.
All right, but where did the person who burned them find them?
Die rekonstruierten Dokumente lesen. Okay, dann lesen wir die mal.
Alice Asher, shopkeeper in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, chronic cough with loss of blood. Prescribed laudanum-based cough medicine.
Mhm.
Betty Barnard, waitress in Bexhill. Chronic bronchitis, causing dysphonia. Advised to stop smoking.
Blöder Rat.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Ach,
While wounded, mustard gas and head trauma. Pulmonary emphysema. Hemoptysis. Coughing fits with blood. Suffers from absences and amnesia.
da ist doch unser ABC-Killer.
Dick Dudley Dunbar, owner of the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster. Asthmatic, heart disease, heart condition. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Woher stammen die Dokumente? Okay. Woher stammen die Dokumente? Die Patientenakten wurden jetzt kürzlich gelesen. Und alle Opfer hatten Halsbeschwerden. Ich hab's noch auf Anhieb geschafft. Die Dokumente stammen aus Dr. Clarks Patientenakten.
The burned documents are medical records and without a doubt they come from Clark's archives. First of all, because all the patients have throat conditions. And secondly, their name starts with either A, B, C or D, and it is precisely the files that match these letters that have been tampered with.
But why burn these files? How come the names of the 2 victims appear on them? And who are the 2 other patients?
These are very good questions.
Telefon. Also das eine wird das 4. Opfer sein. Das ist doch klar. Das ist ein DDD aus D und C. Das andere ist halt der Mörder, ne?
Hello, Poirot?
Any news, Chief Inspector?
You wanted a stocking seller? We have one. Reported by his landlady, who thought he was behaving suspiciously. He has the most unbelievable name.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Yes, Alexander Bonaparte Cust? How did you guess? Poirot, you have magical powers. It's a serious lead. I called Doncaster, A person matching Cust's description has been seen at the station. He got off the train from London, but after that, nobody knows where he went.
Look for him at the Black Swan Hotel.
What? How do you know he's there?
Trust me, Chief Inspector.
You appear to be very sure of yourself. Very well. I'll call the Black Swan straight away. The owner is going to get a shock when he learns that there's a murderer under his roof.
Do your best, Jap.
You can count on me.
Oder hätte ich das selber anrufen sollen?
Hastings, everything is at stake. With a little luck, our main suspect will soon be under lock and key. So, has Cust been arrested?
Yes, the Doncaster police are sending him by train.
That is good news. But why so gloomy, Chief Inspector?
Well, when I told the hotel owner that he was sheltering a murderer, he collapsed.
He's dead?
No, fortunately, but it has taken its toll on him. It has to be said that with his name starting with the letter D, he had every reason to fear Cust. I bet he was going to be the next victim.
Chief Inspector, I believe that I share responsibility for this incident.
What do you mean?
I saw Mr. Dunbar's medical records. His heart was weak. I should have warned you.
Oh,
It's very honest of you to tell me that, Poirot. I appreciate your gesture.
Please keep me informed of his progress.
You can count on me. I'll do what's needed.
I will visit him at his bedside when the killer is caught.
That's typical of you, Poirot. We should focus on the next part of the investigation in order to avoid other incidents. While we're waiting to question Cust, we could search his room in London.
Where does he live?
The Marbury Guest House?
I'll see you there.
Yes, but start without me. First of all, I have to sort out a few details for Cust's transfer.
I understand. À bientôt. Hastings, we are making good progress. Please go and search the room of our #1 suspect.
With pleasure. I did have a dentist appointment, but I'll cancel.
The dentist. So that is why you were so nervous and bad-tempered.
A visit to the dentist is never an enjoyable prospect.
But an unavoidable one. Go to your appointment, Hastings. I will manage on my own.
okay. Dann haben wir ihn schon. Sehr schön.
To Marbury Guest House, please.
Du musst doch noch einsteigen. Achso, ich dachte, wir fahren noch. Schauen wir uns erstmal ein bisschen um hier außen.
Marbury. There is a very pretty village by this name, in Cheshire.
Vielleicht eine Katze.
I've been going past this modest guest house for so long. I would never have thought that the ABC case would lead me here.
Ja. Gut, dann gehen wir mal rein. Kurviger und herabhängender Schnurrbart. Sehr schön. Bin ich froh, dass der in unserer Sammlung ist.
It looks like I've found the real master of this house.
Katzenporträt. Ein Kissen mit Haaren. Ein
There is
Deckel.
no need to worry about the household cat. I'm sure that Mrs. Marbury lets it do what it pleases.
Lange Schnurrhaare hat er auch. Ziemlich lange.
How do you do? You must be Mr. Hercule Poirot. Chief Inspector Jupp told me that you might be coming.
Schneidet die da Kartoffeln? Sich darüber ärgern, dass sie Kartoffeln schält? Nö.
Madame, you may be of valuable help to me.
It would be my pleasure to help you. Will there be some journalists there as well?
I think you might even be interviewed. You are key witness.
I've suspected him for some time, but he appeared so harmless. Oh yes, sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't frightening. And he was as gentle as a lamb again immediately afterwards. It was only this morning that I understood. He told me he was going to Cheltenham, but my daughter saw him at Euston Station. It's not the right station. To get to Cheltenham, you have to take the train from Paddington. And what's more, Mr. Cuss left behind an ABC with Doncaster underlined. As you can imagine, when I saw that, I called Scotland Yard.
Well done. You were right. He did go to Doncaster.
So I was right to warn the police.
Tell me, did you have any other reason to suspect Mr. Cuss?
Well, he's odd. Sometimes he coughs really loudly and complains that his throat is burning, and sometimes he talks to himself and stares into space. He told me that it was because of a wound he got in the war. His head hasn't been quite right since, he said. And then he was in Churston when that millionaire got murdered. I found his train ticket when I washed his coat. He didn't want me to wash his shirt. He washed it himself. But I did see big brown stains on it.
Where were the stains on the shirt?
On the collar and on the buttonholes.
Got used to travel for his work. Is that correct?
Oh, it wasn't for pleasure. He was always unwell on trains. But he had to sell his stockings around England. I have to respect my engagements, he used to say.
Do you know where Cust was at the time of the murder in Andover and Bexhill? On June the 21st and July the 25th?
No, I don't know. That was a while ago, you know.
But surely you keep a register.
It won't do you much good. Mr. Cuss rents his room for the year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it. Ah! I remember one thing. Bexhill by the sea, right?
Indeed, it is a large seaside resort.
Well, as it happens, at the start of July, Mr. Cust asked me to repair his bathing dress. Suspicious, huh?
Very interesting. Please continue.
I also forgot to say that he started buying newspapers that talked about the case.
Which newspapers?
The evening ones and the daily ones.
That will be all for now. I'm going to take a look at his room.
Take the key on the counter.
Okay, wo ist der Schlüssel? Da? Da ist der Schlüssel.
I should check the register. Mrs. Marbury may have been hiding something from me.
Okay. Dann
I
check.
don't think my register will help you.
Ja, das kennen wir schon. Ich guck trotzdem rein.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
Echt? Was denn? Okay, das machen wir aber in der nächsten Folge. Weil die ist jetzt schon ein bisschen lang. Ich danke euch sehr fürs Zusehen. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet viel Freude, Freunde. Und bis zum nächsten Mal bei Agatha Christie, die ABC Murders. Macht's gut. Tschüsschen.